Hello everyone, welcome back to Scarlet Hollow. It's been a little while since we've been to good old Scarlet Hollow, and I'm really sorry I didn't get around to recording this sooner, but here we are. So what happened last time? Because I don't remember. Well, we're big bumbo. We went to visit our cousin Tabitha in Scarlet Hollow. Her mother Pearl, my auntie, she died. She dead in the ground. They're quite rich and owned a mine, and that's why we have the big house on the hill that's falling apart. Then we made friends with Stella and Gretchen and Kanika's mother. The farmer guy died. That sucked. They have a friend called Reese, who they're gonna see, I think, in this episode. Avery as well. Avery's so cute. There's some little thingies in the trees. They look like claymation figures. They're pretty creepy. There's a little girl called Rosalina, I believe. I think. Her and her friends went down into a mine. That was a dumb thing to do. And then the mine collapsed and she got her leg hurt. And then, in the video showing up episode 3, there was a trap door in the house, and it looked really spooky. And also there was another door, which had claw marks on it, and locks. So I don't know what's going on. Don't know if you could tell. Let's just start. Also apologize. What? No. Hang on, back. Okay. If you'd like to continue with episode 3, save the game. Yeah, I did that. Would I like to see a recap? Oh. Yeah, that would be good. Okay. Long lost cousin, the bad news, 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought tickets. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. There she is! Tabby! Welcome to the family's humble estate. Also, yeah, by the way, I think I tried to do voices in the second episode, and I don't think it went very well, and also I don't remember what they were, so apologies. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. Safe! I also want to say, and I am sorry, I will get back to reading and actually playing the game. This is probably going to be a really long video. I don't know how long, but it's going to be a while. So make sure you get yourself a snack, get yourself a drink, get yourself comfortable, and let's chill. As the locks fall, the doors moan open, revealing the entrance to what once must have been an incredibly lavish ballroom. Faintly in the distance, you can hear the quiet notes of an old piano playing from another room. Ah, gross. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Pain, rot, decay. Come on, you, whatever your name is, grab the flashlight and help me line up a good shot. Yeah, this didn't go well. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. You dive forward and scoop Gretchen into your arms just before she manages to wriggle out of her harness. Your eyes fixate in the dark tree line above Duke's shoulder. God damn it! Yeah, that's gross. Ew. My grandmother called them ditchlings. They are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. From the relative safety of your cousin's uncomfortable guest bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to somebody else. Though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments, for now, you're safe and you're warm. Dustin! That was genuine excitement. I don't know if you could tell. Oh good, he's still here. But listen, you better stay out of trouble today. I want you home by sunset. I don't want to hear complaints. Just do what I ask and we won't have any more problems. Okay. Frou-frou! I forgot about Frou-frou. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset. Okay, calm down. Wow, that is some heavy stuff. No wonder Stella seemed distant. I'm gonna keep my ears open for you. The diner is where everyone comes to gossip, so I hear a lot about what goes on here. I'll let you know if anyone mentions those monsters or anything else strange or unusual. Have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts. I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into any trouble out there. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it'd be okay if Reese could come and hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask. Who is that guy? I totally forgot about him. There's a lot of weird shit going on in this game. You're interrupted by sudden movement coming out of the corner of your eye. A girl, carrying a bundle of snacks, pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw Mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. You pull out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? You know I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into the Shaw Mine. Figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do these things keep happening to me? Ugh, whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me. Alright? No. My dad says our house is haunted. Oh yeah, there's a ghost in there. There's so many things going on. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. Wait a second. Where'd the three of you run off to? Are you kidding me? Yeah, they pulled a dumb. Your cousin dives towards you. I didn't even read that. But yeah, this happened. Big Bumbo. Why did I name myself that? Big Bumbo, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Wait, Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. They did not. Yeah. Felt bad, man. Your surroundings quake as the mine collapses around you. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty gas bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw Mine, you barely even notice the dust. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face, twisted with pain, staring up at you with tear-streaked cheeks. Trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of her now uncertain future. I messed that up. Okay, I think this is the start of episode 3. I hope that was a decent recap for you. If not, then the other 2 episodes will be in the description. You can go and watch them and catch up. But let's wake up. Why not? Whoa, loud music. Sunshine filters through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. You manage to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. Ooh, goody. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the Shaw Mine still stuck to your skin. Start your day without showering or take a shower? I'm gonna take a shower. If I feel gross, what would be the benefit of not taking a shower, game? Let's take a little shower. Oh yeah, wait, no, I forgot the bathroom's disgusting. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The water is hot and, surprisingly enough, clean. Oh, good. As the steam fills your lungs and the soot washes down the drain, you think about Rosalina's shattered leg and the image of a foot barely still attached to her body. Ew. Think about Duke, the image of him lying there slumped against a tree with half his head blown off. Ew. Scrub feverishly, trying to scrape the memories from your skin as if they're a part of the dirt coat that coats you. Think about Sybil's warning, the worst is yet to come. Think about Wayne, wonder how many times he's watched you unseen. Ew. Think about someone special. Ooh. Think about finally being out of this hellhole and safe in your own bed. I'm gonna think about Rosalina's shattered leg, because I still feel bad, and I hope that everything's actually okay with her leg, and she's gonna be just fine. Plus, if it technically happened the night before this, surely my character's gonna be thinking about that and not much else. I know I would. You think about Rosalina's shattered leg, the image of a foot barely there. Yes. You're done here. Okay, great. Glad we picked that. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Time to start your day. I want to check out Dustin immediately. There are two of them now. And my heart swells with joy. Morning, Dustin. Who's your friend? Had a rough night. Can you console me? Who's your friend? I bet it's like his dad or something. Oh, it's his mother. Her name, Mom. She came to visit. Hi, Dustin, Mom. Gotta stay with Dustin until glass house empty. Dustin says you're not dangerous. Dustin is a fool. All humans dangerous. Mom, not understand, Dustin. What happened to the glass house? Do you mean like a greenhouse or something? Asshole Squatter move in. Kick Dustin Mom out. Squatter tried to eat Mom. Squatter evil. Squatter may be asshole, but Squatter not evil. It just tried to survive. Just like old creature. Dustin's mother she's smart. Is it Frou Frou? Is it gonna be the cat? Dustin still have much to learn. Had a rough night. Can you console me, please? Was it because of cat monster? Dustin was scared too. If a cat monster wants to eat Dustin, cat monster will have to go through Dustin Mom first. Dustin Mom will kill. I'm sure she will. Then Dustin and Mom eat like kings. This? Nature. I love this game. I've missed it so much. I gotta go, bye. See ya. Have a good day. K. Oh, I love them. That's that. I want to look out the window because I know there was some creepy shit going on out there last time I looked. There was a dude watching me. You hold your breath and approach the bedroom window. After finding that boot print and viscera in the garden yesterday, you can't help but anticipate something staring back at you. Like Wayne. It's the same view. Okay, great. Well, I'm glad that there's nothing there then. Turn back to the guest room. Check the closet. Creepy doll's still there. Great, love that for me. Check. Why would I message them individually? Obviously, I know that a part of this game you can romance people, I think, or at least maybe trigger some sort of relationship with Stella. But I'm gonna message both of them because I like Kanika too. Kanika wears Sailor Moon shirts. She's dope. Morning, how you guys holding up? Last night was terrible. What's the game plan? Y'all actually bonded with Tabitha last night. Can't wait to ghost bust. A pained old man. What? Do you mean like the meme of the guy holding his chest? I'll say morning. Morning. It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Oh, I'll just text everyone then, why not? How holding up? Creepy mascot in a grungy basement. I'm weird. How are you holding up? Okay, I'll text Kanika. How are you holding up? Okay. Cool. Done everything you wanted to do up here. It's time to start the day. Oh. Who's that? You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Frou Frou glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-haired woman busies herself trying to tidy as best she can. I forget. Yeah, we have someone who comes around and cleans, right? But I don't remember their name. Vile woman. Destroying the natural order of my kitchen. Tabitha's eyes dart to the corner of the room, almost as if she's ashamed of being caught in the act of stress eating ice cream for breakfast. Offer the redhead woman your boiled peanuts. I forgot this was a thing. No. Hi, redhead lady. I'm Big Bumbo. Good morning. I'm Janie. Just here to do my little weekly cleaning. Whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie. It's so nice to finally meet you, Big Bumbo. I guess I met you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Janie. But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are two completely different things, I suppose. Thanks. Thanks. All I'm trying to say is, it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy that part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha what with everything. I'm so confused. What is this sentence? And I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha with with everything that's Janie. Oh, sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. Maybe I'll just say hello to Frou Frou, because people don't know I talk to animals. That's one of my quirks. Bonjour, Fufu. Sep. Ugh, bonjour, sacre bleu. Do not think you can just bonjour me because I slept at the foot of your bed last night. I still despise you. Fair enough. 3 humans at once. This is abhorrent. You'll stink linger here for hours. How am I supposed to bear it? Yes, I know I can't do a French accent. Shut up. Shush. Talking to my cat, huh? You sure you didn't get hit on the head last night? You don't say good morning to your pets? I always make sure to talk to my farm cats and alpaca like they're people. To me, they kind of are. Okay, cool. Any updates on Rosalina? That's all I care about. Yeah, they had to take her foot. Oh no. Oh, I made a mistake. I thought she would just be in a cast for a bit. I didn't realize it was that fucking bad. Okay. Her dad's lucky she's alive. Fuck. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream and then discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible's wound up happening. So you're coming with me. Hang on, you can't just tell me Rosalina's lost a foot and then act like nothing happened. Let's take that little girl's foot. Yeah, the first one. Hold on, you can't just tell me that Rosalina lost a foot and move on from that like nothing happened. Just because something terrible happened to someone doesn't mean that life can't go on. Life has to go on. And let me assure you, what happened to that poor girl weighs heavily on my mind. Now, shall we go? Or would you rather keep bombarding me with the guilt for something I personally begged you not to do? Okay. Yay, cousin bonding time. I say, okay, let's go. Let's go. It'll be good to get to know each other a little better. Oh wow, Tabitha actually wants to get to know me. That's interesting. Janie, lock up when you leave, please. And don't go rearranging... And don't go rearranging anything. I'll know. As you ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side. This is going to be a long recording session. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Big Bumbo, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. Just wanted to say that I'm sorry you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for Oscar and poor little Rosalina. They're such sweethearts. Couldn't have happened to nicer people. Last night was a lot. You should get out of town. Sorry Tabitha's mean to you. Have you used anything around it? There's so many questions. I'm overwhelmed. Thanks, last night was a lot. If you ever need to talk to anyone, my husband is the local pastor. He's a gentleman and always willing to lend an ear. Good to know. He's actually been going a little stir-crazy ever since we moved here, with nobody really attending sermons. Janie, you need to stop saying things so eloquently. I can't read it. It'd probably do him a lot of good to talk to you through your worries. I'll say maybe we'll see. Oh, take your time, of course. You're here all week, after all. Just know that you can stop by the church anytime. The door is always open. I'll ask her about Wayne, because I doubt she's seen any creatures. I'm going to stop the two of you right there. Big Bumbo, I'm busy and not in the mood to stand around waiting while you play Nancy Drew with my cleaning lady right in front of me. We're leaving. Bye, Janie. Alrighty then. Be safe out there, you two. Oh yeah. Tabitha was dating Wayne, right? Suspicious. Tabitha practically drags you from the estate, one hand clasped firmly around your arm. She continues to drag you all the way to her car, and from there, into town. The ride into town is uneventful, your cousin unsurprisingly more focused on the road than on making conversation. Fun! Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. What are we doing at the general store? What are we doing? Why are we here, Tabitha, please? Can I get a slushy? Parched. Picking up tea from Sybil. Oh, I gotcha. Picking up tea. The dank tea. Yes, I'm picking up tea. Why are you saying it all weird? It's okay, Tabitha. You can tell me if Sybil's your dealer. I'll just wink at her. Did you think I was taking you with me to buy drugs? I'm picking up normal tea for drinking. Sure you are. You wink at your cousin. Her face tightens into an all too familiar scowl. After everything that's happened, it's nice to just go on an errand. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, Kanika, hi. You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her, "Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with the stuff you would have never let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family." Ah. Things are not going well. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Ugh. Other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. Sure, Tabitha. Surprised to see her let loose like that. I'm glad she's finally letting loose. Maybe her family will stop taking advantage of her, while Kanika's really going through it. I'm surprised to see her let loose like that. She seems so measured. Exactly. It's unbecoming. We're burning daylight. Come on already. Okay. Hi, Sybil. And Miles. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smell of old wood and steamy herbal tea floods your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Big Bumbo, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. Can't believe you tried to tell me you weren't here to buy drugs. Oh, she most certainly is. Didn't you know there's no better place in Scarlet Hollow to stock up on the devil's lettuce than my little old tea shop? Sybil's amazing. What? I am not some kind of... Ugh, you know what? It doesn't even matter. Think what you will. I'm just pulling your leg, dear. Cute. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow as they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with the tinkle of bells. Feel like they're not getting tea. Feel like Sybil's performing some sort of magics. Interesting. Try and listen. I'm a little street smart, so... You find a subtle spot near the back door and listen in. The walls of the tea room are surprisingly thick, but you can only make out snippets of the conversation. I know it. Longer, short notice. Aren't easy to come by. Is there enough? Just fine. Make sure this is all. Not keeping it. You only have one. Plenty of times. Your listening session is halted as the tinkling of bells announce another patron. Hi. He's Log. Little Log gentleman. Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're Big Bumbo, aren't you? Oh no. Oh, is this Duke's son or brother? Oh no, this is gonna be sad. My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. Miss Forsyth called me here on the phone and told me that you saw what happened to my daddy. Oh, this is sad. I could have saved him. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss. It wasn't pretty. Sorry, Bo. Have you found his body yet? Folks don't seem to care that your dad is dead, do they? I'm so nice. I'm just gonna say I'm sorry. Thank you. Miss Forsyth said that you and Miss Richmond did your best. I'm thankful that you tried to help. Mom was pretty broken up about it. I'm trying to hold it together since I'm the man of the house now. But it ain't easy. Me and him were supposed to bring Big Betty to the state fair this week. Now he's gone. And as of this morning, so is she. Oh, Jesus. So I suppose if I'm not going to the fair, I might as well make myself useful and get out into the woods to look for what's left of my dad. Jesus Christ. You was there, right? Could you tell me where to look so I can try and find him? Is Big Betty one of your chickens? It's dangerous up there. I wouldn't go poking around. I don't think you should see him like that. Your dad was killed by ditchlings. Ugh. Anything strange on the farm? Not really, no. I've been awful busy with everything that's been happening. Them chickens keep disappearing, though. Is Big Betty one of the chickens? Nah, she ain't a chicken. Big Betty is our prized pumpkin. Oh. She was a big lady, too. I'd expect that she was at least 2,000 pounds. Jesus. Not too easy to move something like that. Could be she rolled off down a hill, but I can't be looking for her just yet with everything else that's going on. It's dangerous up there. I wouldn't go poking around. I don't know what to say. This is awkward. I ain't a stranger to what these hills have to offer. Daddy always said that I wouldn't have nothing to fear as long as I learned how to use my fists. So he taught me how to do all that. Those woods might still be scary sometimes, but I reckon there's no better way to show my daddy I learned all those lessons than to go out there and find him. I don't know what to say. I'll just tell the truth. Screw it. Why not? Monsters that show up when something bad is gonna happen. They're the things that have been stealing your chickens. There you go. There's the truth. Oh. Oh, she already told him. Oh, good. I love it in games like this where they actually explain and they tell the truth about, like, things that are going on, so you don't have to try and hide the details. Miss Forsyth said something like that on the phone. I ain't never heard of a ditch them before. Whatever they are. They won't stop me from trying to find him. It's not safe, though. I don't know what to say. It's not safe. Don't go, Bo. Please. That's what my mama said, too. But I ain't got much else to do with my day. All the crops have been harvested. The chores have been tended to. May as well be useful. Thank you for looking out for me, Big Bumbo. At least tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry for her mama. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god, hey, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast. Meet at the library after figure out a plan. Learn to read. And then it buzzes again. Hey, again, lol. If you want to come over for breakfast, I'd honestly love to hang out. Okay. Then it buzzes again. Somebody was busy this morning. Oh, hey again. You want to hang out for the library thing? I'm parked in the abandoned lot by the gas station. It's hard to miss. You have plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house. Go after Kanika, swing by Stella's, check in on Oscar, go to the library, diner to see Avery. Wait for Tabitha. I'm gonna go see my girl Stella. So sorry. I feel bad, because Tabitha's just gonna come out of this tea room and I've abandoned her again. She'll be fine. She'll forgive me. She loves me. It doesn't take long to make your way to Stella's house. Hi, Stella! Your shout is immediately met with yelps of an excited Gretchen. She's here, Stella! She's here! There she is, my Goyle. An exhausted Stella groggily stares at you from the doorway. Hey, sorry I'm a bit of a mess. I guess I slept in. A lot. Give me a minute to finish getting dressed and I can make us some breakfast. Oh, Gretchen's so cute. Stella talks from the other room as she changes. What are you feeling for breakfast? Pancakes, eggs, biscuits, maybe just a classic scramble? I also have toaster waffles if that's more your speed. I may have already had my breakfast, but that won't stop me from partaking in whatever scraps may fall to the floor, of course. Of course, Gretchen. Offering biscuits after I've had one of Winnie's. Someone's got a secret family recipe, huh? Oh yeah, we went to the diner when they had really good biscuits, right? I want to try biscuits, like proper American biscuits. Do the biscuits thing. I'm biscuits. Biscuits. Excellent. You won't be disappointed. We can even make them together. Is this a date? Is this a date? I feel like this is a date. I used to have a jumpsuit like Stella's, but I'm afraid mine has been torn to shreds from years of use. Alright, let's get started. That's a cute jumpsuit. It is a cute jumpsuit, not gonna lie. It's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. It most certainly is, isn't it? Oh, thanks. I kind of picked it out just for you. Just checking I read that correctly. This is a full-on flirting session right now, people. This is going really well. This used to be my lucky getup from back when I did ghost hunting videos. Though I guess you might call it unlucky, since I've never actually seen a ghost. But hey, after the past couple of nights, maybe we could use a bit of bad luck. The kind of bad luck where we don't find anything, of course. Don't want to jinx us. Should we start on food? I'm starving. How about you mix the butter into the dry ingredients while I get everything else ready? She hands you a bowl, aggressively. You've got to get in there with your hands. Just squish the butter into the flour until all the big chunks are gone. Don't you worry, this is my first biscuit rodeo. My hands. Squish that mix! I'll get started on the gravy while you're at it. Oh yeah, biscuits and gravy is a thing, isn't it? You see, that sounds really confusing to me. But I've heard it's kind of a normal thing in the States. Anyway, seems like you got an earlier start than I did today. Anything interesting happen while I slept? Did Tabby give you a hard time? And have you heard anything from Oscar? I met Beau at the general store this morning. Tabitha was planning on babysitting me all day. Managed to slip off while she was picking up tea. Yeah, the Tabitha thing. I'm glad you're here. It's been really nice spending time with you, even if a lot of it has been the two of us running in terror from the monsters of the day. I personally prefer that you came alone. Oh, that's Gretchen, I see. I personally prefer that you came alone. My Stella could use better company like yourself in her life. I met Beau. That poor guy. How's he doing? Apparently Big Betty's gone missing. Really? How does a 2,000-pound pumpkin just disappear? Other than that, it seems like he's hanging in there. Stella says nothing in response. Another sad thing. Do I tell her? I gotta tell her, right? Because if I don't tell her and then she finds out later, she's just gonna be sad anyway. At least she can process it a little bit in her own house. Apparently they had to amputate Rosalina's foot. The color drains from Stella's face. Oh no. That poor pup. I hope I made things easier. You did, Gretchen. You did a good job. Stella stands in silence for a moment before perking up. I baked some cookies last night when we got home. I was a little restless. I'll bring them over today. I'm not sure what else I can do. But cleaning the house of its spiritual resident will probably be helpful too. Hope you haven't forgotten about our ghost hunting plans this evening. No, of course I haven't. I'm genuinely quite excited to see what happens. I hope there is a real ghost. But then again, something bad will happen, so maybe I shouldn't be hoping that. I feel like it's clear that Stella's really struggling with everything that's happened in the first two episodes. You know, Duke dying and now Rosalina getting her foot amputated. But she's still trying to be really positive. I feel like she's gonna, it's gonna get too much at some point, and then that's gonna be quite bad. How are you still so positive after everything that's happened? Different people cope in different ways. I know there's nothing I can do about the situation, so I just try to not think about it. If I did, I might sink into a pit of despair, and then I'd just be useless. But if I just tuck it all away, I can be there for the people who need me. Yeah, but then who's gonna be there for you, Stella? You know, like the way you've been there for me. Oh, well, you know, I try. Street smart. Stella might not be lying to you with these words, but she's lying to herself, yeah. The events of the past 2 nights have taken a toll on her, and the harder she tries to bury, then the closer she is to collapsing under the weight. Yep. Yep. You don't have to hold yourself together around me. Oh, that's sweet of you. Maybe when this is all said and done, I can lean on you and let it all out. That's something for future Stella to worry about. I'm present, Stella, and my main concern is getting a good breakfast, so we're fueled for our ghost hunt tonight. Whatever happens, I hope it's scary, craving the adrenaline rush. I think you've had enough. Me, I don't know what to say. None of these seem like good things to say, but I'll just say I'm extremely pumped because she seems excited about it. Maybe it'll put her at ease a little bit. Excellent! Me too. If there's a ghost, I hope it tries to communicate with us instead of scare us. I want to know what it's like to be dead, or if there are more ghosts out there. And hey, if this is anything like any other ghost hunt I've ever been on, it'll be a much appreciated breather. Unless you count Tommy Knockers as ghosts. I completely forgot about Tommy Knockers. Iconic. Also, have any of you actually been on a ghost hunt before? I've been on 1 or 2, and of course nothing significant happened, but pretty spooky stuff. Well, if y'all are excited, count me in on the enthusiasm. Thank you, Gretchen. How's the squishing coming along? I think I'm done. How's this look? Eat some of the flour butter mix. Ew. How does this look? Looks pretty good, right? I'm talented, you see. Pretty talented with my hands. Stella reaches over and takes the bowl from you. Looks perfect. Now I just have to add the wet stuff, and we're in business. Don't worry, I'll do the whole rollout in fold pot. I know that might be intimidating. You wash your hands as Stella adds her milk concoction to the flour mixture, stirring a few times before turning to the counter for the final steps. Our little babies are ready to go in the oven. They look really good. If you don't mind, I'm going to make an egg for myself while we wait. Go for it. Actually, can I have an egg too? Have fun with that, not a fan of eggs. Eggs are gross. Can I have an egg too? I would like an egg. I too would like an egg in this trying time. Of course, the more the merrier. Hope you like over easy. I don't know what that means, but yes. Stella cracks an egg into a fresh pan and gets back to work on the stove. Thanks for coming over, by the way. It gets lonely here sometimes. I'm surprised to hear her say it, but it's true. It's so nice to finally see her have a caller again. Thanks, Gretchen. Tabitha, do you think you'll always live here? What happened to your parents? We know what happened to your parents. They got in a car accident. You and Kanika seem really close. I'll actually meet Reese today. Tabitha, what is the deal with you and Tabitha? Why are you so bothered, Tabitha? She's so mean to you. Harassing my cousin. Bit of an ex's vibe. Yeah. They were definitely together at one point. Absolutely, 100%. Is that obvious? I guess you could say we kinda dated. It was never really official, though, and she might tell it a little differently. But as far as I'm concerned, that was my first relationship. Not that she's my type or anything. Honestly, that's a lot closer to... Also a little strange when we're talking about my cousin. What was it like dating her? What did you ever see? What did you split? Cool. I'll just say, what was it like dating her? Because I'm actually curious. She's hilarious. I don't know. It's hard to explain what draws you to somebody. I like the challenge of breaking down all those walls she'd built up around herself. You're a fixer, I see. It was kind of like taming a wild animal, you know? But it all just kind of stopped after high school. I guess we didn't see each other every day, and she was always busy with the mine, so there wasn't much chance of us hanging out anymore. I wish I could have stayed friends. I wish we could have stayed friends. Like actual friends. I could have used someone like her after the big accident. Kanika was at school already. Reese was sick. And Tabitha wouldn't even return my calls. It was well, it's ancient history. I can't change the past. I think, well, you'll always live here. You and Kanika seem close. Kanika, you seem close, you guys. Yeah, it's nice having her back in town. But I wish it was under better circumstances. She's so busy with the store, too. I don't know how she does it. It's been nice hanging out with her more for the past couple of days. Though again, better circumstances would be nice. Do you think you'll always live here? We're gonna meet Reese today, right? Heck yeah, we are. If Dr. Kelly tries to turn us away again, we can just sneak in. Nothing will stand in the way of us and friendship. What's he like? You sure he's real? Do you think he's contagious? I really don't like his mom. His mom's got it rough. What's he like? I'm not about to ruin a cool and mysterious introduction by telling you. I think you'll like him, though. Sure he's real? His mom's got it rough. I'll leave it at that. Think you'll always live here? Yeah, come and live in the city with me. It's hard to say. This house means a lot to me. This town means a lot to me. I haven't had to think about where to live or where to go. But I guess I could see myself leaving for the right reasons. Oh, for the right person. Interesting. How's the food? Food good? Timer goes off and Stella excitedly pops open the oven, pulling out a tray of delectable biscuits. Funny you should ask. Looks like we're done here. Oh, that does look very tasty, actually. And with that, breakfast is served. If the two of you wouldn't mind saving me just a couple of scraps, that meal smells absolutely delectable. I've missed Gretchen so much. I'm so glad you came over today. Been having a little bit of a hard time sleeping the past couple nights. I'm sure you can relate. I think I needed a nice slow morning like this. Just hanging out with you. As you and Stella start to dig in, you're interrupted by a phone alarm going off. Oh shoot, I almost forgot. It's Mayor Jimmy Day! What? If they're even still doing it after last night. I wonder how far the news has spread. Either way, it's a good excuse to meet up with Oscar and see how Rosalina's doing. Gretchen scoffs at the mention of Mayor Jimmy. Mayor, my rear end! I certainly never voted for him. Gretchen says she didn't vote for him. Could you imagine? Why is meeting the mayor such an exciting event for you? He's a politician. You should let Avery know. Why would I let Avery know? Why is meeting the mayor exciting? You'll see. Okay, I'm intrigued. Let's scarf this down and head on over. I'll make sure to bring some biscuits for the mayor. Biscuits? I can't believe Stella's bringing the good stuff for that lowlife. Gretchen doesn't seem to like Mayor Jimmy very much. Huh? Because she barked? Well, that won't stop me from bringing biscuits. It's always good to be polite. Let's go. I wonder what would happen if I tell everyone that I can speak to animals. Actually, that post is probably a good idea of what will happen to me. You and Stella make your way to the library. It's busier than usual. A small crowd has already formed in the corner of the main foyer. Now we're just waiting on Kanika. Hi, bestie! Thank God we have something to do this morning. My family's been driving me nuts. The whole gang is here. I've been waiting to introduce Big Bumbo to the mayor for like the entire time I've known her. It'll be worth it. Trust us. I'm excited, I guess. I'm kind of nervous. Is this mayor a cool person or something? Oh! I'm honored to meet you. He's a dog. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. Of course he does, look at him. So that's why Gretchen does not like him. You haven't met the serious man by his side, but you have to assume that he's the mayor's handler. The mayor's little nose starts twitching as you approach. His doggy eyes shine with a curious intensity. What have you got? You've got something. Something wet and nutty. Boiled peanuts? I offer him a campaign contribution. Okay, settle down. I hear you. This is the first character I'm going to offer a boiled peanut to. Everyone else, it would have been embarrassing. But the dog, he seems interested. You hold out your hand, slightly raising a rancid bag of boiled peanuts. The mayor's nose twitches eagerly at the strong odor, and then he's on them in a flash, ripping through the plastic and devouring the soft-shelled legumes. Legumes. Drop it, sir! Drop it! His security detail tries to tear him away, but it's too late. The peanuts are already eaten. Thank you for the generous campaign donation. You better hope those nuts settle well. If the mayor gets any tummy trouble after eating those disgusting pocket peanuts, there'll be hell to pay. Why, I never. Now you see what I mean? Not so much begging as he dove right for the snacks. I've smelled those peanuts on you since day one, and you never saw me become such an animal over them. That is true, Gretchen. You know how to keep your airs and graces. Good morning, citizen. I don't believe we've met. He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. What a good boy. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. Gretchen says you're a lowlife. He's a dog. I knew he'd be a dog. You shake his little paw in your hand, but the burly security detail stops you. No paw shaking. Only head pats and ear scratches are allowed. Who the fuck is this guy? You tell me what to do. I will shake the good boy's hand if I want to. I must apologize for my security detail. He has my best interest at heart, but he can be a little gruff at times. Gretchen says you're a lowlife. He's a dog. I knew he'd be a dog. I knew he'd be a dog. And what bearing does this have on anything? Oh, did Tabby ruin it for you? This town has had a dog for the mayor since the early 1900s. That's just how we do things around here for some reason. It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature. And all my friends, and Winnie's biscuits. Oh, and the close-knit small-town community, of course. But having a dog mayor is a close fifth, no contest. Now, is there something I can help you with? You're not one of my constituents. I'd like to make sure I give plenty of time to my voters. Gretchen says you're a lowlife. I'm gonna say there's something serious going on in town. We need help. Everyone can look at me if they want. It's true. Murmurs stir in the crowd behind you as you relay the danger to the mayor. Of course, the pet disappearances. I've been made aware of the situation. But what do you expect me to do about it? It's autumn. That's tourist season in Scarlet Hollow. I can't turn away the lifeblood of this town. Not with the mine faltering the way it is. There was a mine collapse last night. We don't need any more news of disaster coming out of Scarlet Hollow. Do you understand? Why is it always about money? Even with the dogs. How do you know what's going on? So you know this monster's laying eggs in the local animals, and you're just gonna let it happen. Very well spoken. Can see how you got elected. Okay, I'll just stop talking. I'll just shush. Because people are gonna realize that I'm a little strange. Cute doggy. You reach out your hand to pat the mayor on his head. It's probably best to not make a scene. We both know you can hear me, but fine. You want to play games, I'll play ball. Scratch behind my ears while you're at it. I've heard just enough out of you, Jimmy. Look at you, putting on a show in front of your adoring fans while the dogs of this town are scratched up or snatched up by monsters in the woods, hoping the humans will clean it up for you. Gretchen speaks. She speaks and she only speaks facts. When are you finally going to do something meaningful for the hairier citizens of Scarlet Hollow? Now, Miss Gretchen, there's no need. Scraps never would have let those things prowl in the woods for so long. And yet you sit back, waiting for the humans to notice, letting more innocent dogs suffer. And you know I almost lost my life to those things the other night. And my goodness, haven't you heard about poor Duke? Now, Gretchen, a lot of those were old dogs. It's fair to me to assume they simply went to the big farm upstate. Don't you dare talk to me about old dogs. Oof. Stella, your dog is yelling at the mayor. I'm just gonna say nothing because they're gonna find out I can speak to animals and then, I don't know, test on me or something. Deciding to let Gretchen speak her piece. Scraps would have been out in those woods at the first sign of trouble, tearing at the throats of any creature who dared to threaten the dogs of Scarlet Hollow. I assume Scraps is a dog that used to be mayor. And yet here he is, posing for the little rectangles like nothing is wrong in this town. Oh, you mean the phones? Like taking selfies? That scared the shit out of me. Gretchen squirms in Stella's arms, straining to get at Mayor Jimmy. Hey, whoa, Gretchen, calm down, old girl. You're gonna pull a muscle. Mr. Franklin, I think now is a good time to dispose of this riffraff. Miss Richmond, I'm gonna have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor. I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. Stella walks off, still struggling to hold Gretchen as she shouts insults back at Jimmy. Ingrate! Ne'er-do-well! You dog! Kanika is quick to follow. Follow them. Bye, Mayor Dog. Pleasure, I guess. It looks like everyone is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Oh, hi. Before you can catch up with your companions, you're interrupted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Oh, is this the pastor that's Janie's husband? Wherever this is, you can feel his desperation to make a good first impression. A self-sustained and self-fulfilling prophecy. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor must have had some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Big Bumbo. Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt. I'm sure she's in a better place now. I doubt Pearl Ann's in a better place. Sounded like she was awful. Let's not kid ourselves. We both know Pearl Ann is in hell. Janie mentioned you this morning. I'll start off nicely instead of just going straight to the hell thing. That woman is the light of my life. I'm so glad she's here to help your cousin through this rough patch. I don't believe in afterlife. I do know about ghosts. We both know Pearl Ann's in hell. Sorry, I just wanted to say that. It sounded funny. Also, this music that's playing for this guy isn't exactly, like, friendly and sweet and charming. It's kind of creepy. Oh, I'm sure she wasn't that bad. Most people are good, deep down inside. It's best not to speak ill of the dead. Fair enough. Do you know anything about ghosts? I'm really making a terrible first impression. Ghosts? I've never encountered one myself. I've heard stories of folks who have been visited by their loved ones from beyond the grave. It seems like it provides them with a sort of spiritual healing. Like their beloved relatives are watching over them, even in death. Is this about Pearl Ann, or perhaps your mother? Have you been visited by her? Think we need an exorcism. Dang, I thought you might have some really good ghost stories. Ew, no, I mean real ghost stuff. Scary stuff. Oscar's place is haunted. Why not? Let's just say that. Oh, like a Scooby-Doo episode or something? I'm afraid I don't buy into that particular notion. It's a bit too spiritualist. Now, if there were a vision of one of his parents trying to contact him from heaven, I could understand that. But I simply don't believe in malicious spirits lingering neither in heaven nor hell, jumping out of closets to scare us. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for whatever it is that he saw. Wait, you believe in some ghosts and not others? What makes you an authority on that? Oof. Oh, God. Oof. There's been a lot of supernatural stuff happening in the past few days, I'll have you know. Really? You sure you weren't just seeing things? Trauma has funny ways of manifesting itself. I mean, that's true, but I can't say it would have shown up in ditchlings and fungus and stuff and grossness in the forest. I should go. It was nice to meet you, though. Of course, if you find yourself in need of any spiritual counseling or guidance, you know where to find me. That sounds lovely, thank you. Thanks for the offer, I'm fine. I'll just say that sounds lovely and be polite. This game really likes to tap into my sassier side, and it's very tempting, but I know there would be repercussions for that behavior. But maybe one day, maybe if I ever get into streaming or something, we'll do a playthrough of this, like, whole game, and I'll just be nothing but an arsehole, just to see what happens. Really? Oh, that's great! Sorry, I just don't usually get positive responses when I ask folks if they want to come up to the church. Anytime that works for you, just swing by, I'm sure I'll be around. It's lovely to meet you. You have a blessed day, Big Bumbo. Thank you. Oh yeah, they did say that people in this town are not religious. The pastor leaves you be and joins the line to see the mayor. Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. Go after them. Venture forth. Oh, yeah, I forgot we were seeing Oscar. Now I'm sad. I heard from Big Bumbo what happened. Oscar, I'm so sorry. Poor Rosalina, I can't even imagine how scary this has been for her. She seems in high spirits right now, but they've got her on some pretty strong pain medication. I'm not sure how she's gonna feel when that waves off. And it was the whole foot? Yeah, it's bad. She's alive. We'll both be able to move on from this. We just have to get through the tough parts first. Tabitha told me what happened this morning. I didn't realize it was so bad. We're here for you, man. I should have done more for her. I'll say we're here for you. Thank you. All of you. Everything feels like it happened so fast. I know our whole lives have changed, but it's taken my mind a little bit to catch up. I feel such a mess. I hope it isn't keeping me from being the dad she needs right now. I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I better get going. I was only supposed to come back and pick up a few things, and then the hospital called and said there'd been some big bus accident on the highway, and they need beds, so I have to come pick her up. Even though our house is still haunted, and the only place she can lie down until then is the dirty back room that drove her away in the first place. And May a Jimmy Day is happening. Sorry. God, I feel so bad. So what, the hospital need beds so that this little girl who's just had her foot amputated the day before has to go home? Make that make sense. Math isn't mathin'. Just a little overwhelmed. It's okay, Oscar. We're here to help. Yeah, we're gonna get that ghost. We could always go ahead and do a ghost bust or whatever we're calling it while you're out, and she'd be able to go right back to her old room as soon as she got back. That's probably a good idea, right? If only. But it doesn't come out during the day. So any busting attempts are gonna have to wait until nightfall. I'm still not even sure we can get rid of it at all. I think I'd have to see for myself that it was gone. It managed to trick me a couple of times, and I can't handle any more surprises right now. I've got every ghost hunting device known to man. You're in good hands, Oscar. Don't worry, Oscar, we'll fix this. We have the power of friendship on our side. We'll fix this. I'm gonna be nice. Obviously, I'm a nice person, despite what my subconscious wants me to say. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm heading out. It should be dark by the time we get back, so I suppose I'll see you all then. Oscar hurries off, car keys jingling as he jogs out the door. Let's head up to Reese's. Maybe we can get him to come ghost hunting with us. Oh no, you're not going to try and get Dr. Kelly to let him leave the house, are you? She'll kick us out for even asking. I wonder if he even knows what happened last night. I don't know how disconnected he is from the news around town. Jeez, should we tell him? Gosh, I don't know. Maybe we just play it by ear. Anyways, shall we? Time to go. So about the mayor. So I finally met Pastor Daniel. Do you mind if I invite Tabitha? Should we invite Avery? I'm curious about this Pastor Daniel guy, because he gave me the heebity-jeebities, but he's probably a really nice guy. It's only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counselling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. I think he just really wants people to like him. Yeah. But he comes off as desperate. It's a vicious cycle. Oh. When you put it like that, his whole situation's kind of sad. Even if that's the case, it doesn't mean I have to like him. Whatever his deal is, it goes a step beyond trying too hard to get people to like him. The man was grinning through all of my dad's funeral. He's not normal. Okay, yeah, that's a little weird. Interesting. And I don't mean in that stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's just this little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me to get away from him. That's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same way. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. Jesus, can he go? Okay, so he's a little bit of a strange egg. Didn't they say that him and his wife, Janie, they only recently moved to town as well? And then she sidled her way in close to Tabitha, the most powerful woman in the entire town. Do they have something to do with any of this? I want to invite Tabitha. I don't know why, I just feel like I want to, because I feel like she would appreciate the invitation. And she's pretty stressed right now. She could probably do with a fun evening of ghost hunting. I also feel bad constantly abandoning her to hang out with Stella. Do you mind if I invite Tabby? Please don't. Okay. Oh my god, yes! Can you imagine how much fun it would be if she actually shows? Stella, come on. I know you think you have some sort of bond with her, but she's awful. She isn't even nice to you. You just haven't given her a chance. Maybe if she comes along tonight, the two of you will finally get along. No. Okay, I want to invite her. Invite her anyway, but secretly. I'm not gonna lie, I'll just secretly invite her. You discreetly shoot your cousin a text inviting her to the evening's ghost hunt. Stella and Kanika will find out about it if she actually shows up. Gorgeous. What about Avery? Oh yeah, totally. I don't know why I hadn't thought of that. I'm sure they'd get a hoot out of it. Yeah, I can't say I mind having such a calming presence with us tonight. We won't be much help to Oscar if we start jumping at our own shadows. Plus, Avery's just dope. I actually hope everyone shows up. I think that would be really fun. Head to Reese's. The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. Sounds good. His mother's a bit of a strange egg, but there's probably a reason for it. You once again find yourself in front of Reese's house. Cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later. The sun is already sinking behind the tall mountain that surrounds Scarlet Hollow. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. It's just extra time you get to spend together. Come on, Kanika, get with the program. Okay, but what if she yells at us? Hi. You look a little different than the last time I saw you. It's too late. The door swings open. Oh wait, no, that's Reese. Oh, that's why. Hey! Reese! Oh my god, dude. It's been ages. You must be Big Bumbo, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the Big Bumbo updates. My goodness gracious. There's something that smells terribly off about that boy. Get away from my Stella, you fiend! Okay. Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip as she tries to get in between them. Are they here already? Ah, there she is. I knew you'd show up early, Stella. And you brought the dog. Great. Yeah, I thought she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. But it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. You know I always have some of those easy chew dog jerkies stashed away. Easy chew dog jerkies is a very hard thing to say. The gall! The gumption! This is a violation of my rights! Of course it is, Gretchen. I agree. But we go everywhere together. Do you want to come in or not? Kanika nervously tugs Stella away towards her van. You keep her safe from that monster, Big Bumbo, you hear? Don't let a feather of harm fall on my darling Stella. Well, what about you, Big Bumbo? You coming in? Sure. Gretchen called you a monster, Reese. Any idea what's up with that? Oh, I really, really want to do a big stream like playthrough of this where I'm just an arsehole the entire time. It'll be so interesting. I want to go in because I want to see what the deal is. They're giving me weird vibes right now. You follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind you. Oh, well, they're here anyway. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile. Uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you wandered into a real estate showing. So, how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the dinner rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Same, Reese. Same. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen. I don't care what you get up to. Cool. We'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. The vibes are a little off. They're a little sketch, friends. I don't know what to make of this. Also, Reese has beautiful fingernails. They're very long. You make your way towards the basement stairs. Oh! What a delightful room! Okay, that is a really cool painting. Okay, I like it. Picasso. Some of them do look like ditchlings, however, which is kind of interesting. Like that one behind Kanika on the wall. The little one down by the TV by Stella. They kind of look like ditchlings. What's up with that, Reese? The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from the piles in the corners of the room. Hiding the bare cement floor, ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at the creator. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourself comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately and I haven't been cleaning very much. You don't say! Why? I'm very curious why Gretchen said he smelled like a monster and he's painting paintings of ditchlings. What's going on? Do you need us to sneak you out of here? It feels like a prison. Your mom really looks out for you. Kanika's right, your mom is scary. Do you need us to sneak you out? I'll sneak you out. I don't mind. Unfortunately, the prison we're dealing with here is my body, not my room. Are you sure there's nothing we can do? Your company's plenty. It's so nice to have living people down here for a change. You know, we'd visit you more often if your mom let us. Did she tell you she turned us away yesterday? She said we couldn't even talk to you. It's a little controlling. You came by yesterday? She didn't tell me, but I was probably asleep, that's all. She didn't want to wake me up. I don't think that's her being controlling or anything. Not to cast any doubt on that, but she did say I couldn't bring you any food. She knows that's how I show my friends how much I appreciate them, and she knows I can work around all sorts of allergies and intolerances. Not gonna lie, it felt weird. I don't know. My body's pretty particular when it comes to food. She just prefers to have full control over what I eat, so... This is a little intense. Why are we giving him 20 questions? We've just seen him after a little while of him not being very well. Maybe we shouldn't be like, your mom's a bitch! Oh, okay, maybe that does sound controlling. But it's for a good reason. If I eat the wrong thing, it could lead to a lot of misery for me, so she has to regulate my food. Has Stella told you everything? Oh wait, no. I still want to talk to Reese about Reese first. The whole situation's gotta be rough. I'm sorry. Thanks. But I've been dealing with this thing for a while, so you don't have to feel sorry for me. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. You're so macabre, Reese. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep most of my food down. My skin always itches like there are worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time, or a short time. No one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me, my future is unknowable. But one day I'll wind up in a pine box, just like everyone else, and I'm okay with that. Nice! Why do I feel like he's... I don't know. Is he like turning into a ditchling? Is he like Wayne, and he's been consumed by that viscera stuff that they found on the floor? And his mother's trying to keep him well as best she can. Maybe she knows what's going on. Because she was a doctor, right? Dang, Reese. I may be a goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys. But you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing just fine. Really. Surely there must be something the doctors can do for you. We'll all join the worms one day. What's your diagnosis, if you don't mind me asking? I'm gonna ask, straight up, what's the deal? Do they know? I'm pretty sure he said they didn't, but does he have any idea? I don't mind, though the answer isn't very illuminating. It's not one particular thing, but a whole mess of nasty little things that add up into one big diagnosis of bad genes. Guess I pulled the losing card in the DNA lottery. And hey, it isn't all bad. Some of it's just weird. Like this. Reese pulls on the skin of his arm. It stretches unnaturally. Hyperelasticity. Kinda cool, right? Whoa. Does that not hurt? Nope. Feels fine. Like I said, it just gets itchy under the skin sometimes. But I don't know if that's the elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. So, your art. What about that? Pretty spooky. Quite like it though. It's a bit of a vibe. Slap these bad boys on a mug, you can make $1 or $2. True. That's what I've been telling him. If you posted these online somewhere, you could get big, man. I think I'll keep them to myself until I die. You know how it is with dead artists. Their art sells for way more. I hope the doc or whoever winds up inheriting my work makes millions off of them. I'd rest easy, knowing someone had retroactively given my life value. Or you could sell them while you're still alive, and enjoy the fruits of your labor while you still exist? That sounds complicated. I'd rather spend my time painting and leave the hard work to someone else. Interesting reaction. So you three go way back, huh? Almost to the womb. The school here is a tiny K-12. Not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks and were stuck with them through the whole school career. Poor kids. Not that we were free from dealing with the jerks, like a certain Scarlet I could name. Which one? Who could you possibly mean? Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you. The way she used to look at me, you'd think I'd rolled in something foul every morning before school. Same here. Though to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it, though. Fair enough. Why do I feel like Tabitha must have known that there was something about Reese? I don't know what's going on with him, but it feels more supernatural than it does more earthly. Wanna come ghost hunting? Please? It'd be fun. Oh wow. Do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. Yeah, it'd be great to have you along. That would be so amazing, but I haven't had the best of luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking into town is enough to put me in bed for like a week. It sucks. But make sure you bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens. That's a shame. Okay, fair enough. As Stella told you about everything that's happened lately, it's been busy. Oh, she told me all about what you guys have found out there. I wish I could see some of it for myself, you know. He gestures in futility towards the walls of his basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out of one of these at night? The dog isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick. You know that. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for. And I appreciate the effort, really, I do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. That die's already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple days, weren't we? Do you have any thoughts on the ditchlings we've been seeing? I see some painted on your walls. Very interesting. Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Oh! That was easier to get out of you than I expected. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they looked like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I still hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. Yeah, they're pretty accurate. Gross. What's up with that one on the right? He pulls out a sketchbook from one of the piles in his room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know. But I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are going to be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. What do you think of my cousin? The town is doomed. What do you think's going on with Wayne? Please, someone give me some context to this Wayne guy. He's following me around and being creepy, and no one knows anything about him. Who? Great. You know, the guy who's been following Big Bumbo around, being all ominous. Oh yeah, that slasher creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he has going on. He's hoping he doesn't live up to the look, for all our sakes. So, nothing. Great. That was super useful. Do you think the town is doomed? I think everything is probably doomed at some point. But I guess that's answering a different question. Do I think the town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapse? Probably not. But it's not like I have a lot of perspective on what it's like out there. They could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella or the doc didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you, though? Jeez, Kanika is so... she's so forward. I appreciate her endlessly, though. I mean, yeah, I hope so. But the point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out there. What do you think of my cousin? Tell me all the dirt, all the goss. She was always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone. Or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass, thanks. It's got a movie collection. You need someone to pose for your paintings this week. I'm down. Pretty cool. That's so kind of you to offer. If you're okay with hanging out at weird hours, I'd love for you to come by and sit for me. It's been a long time since I was able to draw anyone but myself, and I'd really appreciate the company. Maybe we could all come. Wouldn't that be fun? Movie collection. Got any recommendations? Let me think. Chi, Death Blood. I saw that for the first time recently. It blew me away. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. Maybe we could do a movie night later this week. Is that actually a real film? Or is that just something they made up for the game? If that is a real film and it is actually that good, then let me know. Is your mom gonna let us? I don't see why she wouldn't. It's just a movie. Oh my god, yes! We haven't had a movie night in years! Dinner's gotta be ready by now, right? And my throat is dying. Almost on cue, Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table. As opposed to it being on the floor, on the couch, or in the sink. Well, that was nice. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs at the dinner table. Sure thing, Doc. Already washed them, yes, ma'am. Hands already clean. Why would I lie about that? I'm gonna pick it. I've saved, don't worry, but I'm gonna pick it because I'm curious. I don't care. Wash them again. Oh, okay. So that didn't do anything. You make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. It feels out of place, like you've accidentally wandered into a hospital waiting room. But more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it. Something dark and cold. Something that reminds you of the dusty tunnels you narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum just beyond your hearing fills the air. and you feel strange. You are compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. Oh, that's dope. That's so cool. Whew. Brace yourself, everyone. Hold your butts, because we're going to open this bitch. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand, your heart full of both deep dread and a compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Well, just cleaning the doorknob. I'm just cleaning the doorknob. You know, nothing suspicious. What are you talking about? You're the one being suspicious. Dr. Kelly narrows her eyes with suspicion. Worry less about cleaning my doorknobs and more about cleaning your hands. Come on, everyone's waiting for you. Return to the door. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind the door. Oh no, you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eyes and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table away from the door. What was that about? Very interesting. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. She sits opposite you at the far head of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Street smart. Given her protectiveness towards Reese, you find it odd that she's seated between the two of you rather than the other way around. It's almost as though she's guarded, not only towards you and Stella and Kanika, but towards her son as well. Pills. She slides a few tablets across the table towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I work too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands. If you ever want any tips on easy home-cooked pasta recipes, you know I... No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. You didn't tell me they came by yesterday. You were asleep. I didn't want them to wake you up. But you could have told me. Why? They were coming over today anyway. I would just rather know these things. Noted. Noted. But she won't do anything about it. Her son will remain in the dark. You know, I saw a video online about a family like yours. Turns out the mom was poisoning her kid for 18 years. I'm gonna save, because I want to ask the rest of these questions. Because the explore option means I can ask them all, right? And then I definitely want to say that one, because she's pissing me off right now. It's probably going to be one of those things where in the end her character turns out to genuinely be trying to do the right thing. And she's actually very nice, and just very, very stressed. But I don't care, right now she's being a dick. Does no one in this town have two parents? Must break your heart having to isolate your son from the world like this. That's a good question. It's just another unfortunate side effect of his illness. Both of us have just had to come to terms with it. It's not the life I wanted for him, but it's the life he has to lead. Maybe he doesn't have to. Ow! Jeez, Kanika, your boots are heavy! Sorry, Dr. Kelly. We're totally respectful of Reese's boundaries, even though they might seem a little arbitrary and strict. Isn't that right, Stella? You can kick me all you like. It won't change my bold attitude and outgoing personality. You know, Doc, I feel pretty okay. I don't think having people over is all that rough on me. He calls his mother Doc. We'll see how you feel in an hour. He's known in this town, have two parents. He's talented. You proud? He has a lot of skills, honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Thanks, Doc. What exactly does he have? He has a combination of genetic diseases that give him fragile immune system, among other things. It's too much to get into, a lot of technical terms that I'd have to explain. It's not good dinner talk, and it can't be pleasant for him to have to hear it again, so let's drop it. Okay, but what you will find, Miss Kelly, is that I'm very persistent too. I'm fine talking about it. I'd rather we talk about something else. You can feel the tension at the table starting to rise. Okay. Small talk. Food's really good. Thanks for putting this together. Thanks for putting this together. Maybe I can take the tension down or something and get to ask more questions. I don't usually have to cook for so many people. I'm just glad there's enough for everyone. It reminded me of what it used to be like when these two would come over. Hungry teenagers, eating me out of house and home. I should have charged your parents for all the food you kids went through, honestly. It was like I was running a restaurant, not a doctor's office. How well do you know Tabby? Not very. I'd know her a lot better if your family didn't seem so afraid of doctors. I can count on one hand the number of times she's been in my office. No wonder everyone but that old Edwardine died so young. Hopefully your mother was better about taking you to doctor's visits. I wouldn't be surprised if there was something genetic at play. It's much better to catch those things early. Why didn't you want me poking around the clinic? Bestie? You seemed awfully guarded about me checking that door. Because it's closed. Doctors don't usually just let people wander around their clinics. Of course, Dr. Kelly, we would never. I'm sure Big Bumbo is just joking. Right? Big Bumbo? No, I can't say I've ever felt drawn to that place before. But the secrecy is starting to make it awfully compelling. Stella, don't you think of getting any ideas from Big Bumbo. No one is going to play hide and seek in my private offices. Not today. Not ever. Big Bumbo, she doesn't need any more bad influences. Yeah, but what if it's haunted? That place was built out of an old Civil War hospital, right? It was a TB clinic too. Double haunted. I can't believe I never went ghost hunting there. Are you sure you don't want us to check it out? We'll have a whole bunch of extra experience after tonight. It's not haunted. Now drop it. You can feel the tension at the table start to rise. Great! You're a doctor. Where were you last night when Rosalina got hurt? Have the police contacted you about Duke's body yet? Last I heard, they still haven't found it. Weird hairless creatures, hallucinations, sick animals. Has there been any strange illnesses spreading around town? What? No. Are you sure you haven't met with any miners who had unusual symptoms? Anyone who seemed sort of drippy or strangely ominous when they talked? Sorry to pry, just doing my due diligence. Absolutely not. I've barely seen as much as a runny nose, which is a good thing. If you're so concerned about the mine, why don't you just have Big Bumbo ask Tabitha? I have no interest in violating HIPAA for your weird little investigation into nothing. Okay. She's very touchy, this one. Have you seen Duke's body? Sick animals? Do you know Sam Wayne? Sam Wayne? Dr. Kelly takes a moment to think. No, doesn't ring a bell. Someone you know? Someone who's been following Big Bumbo around. Super mysterious guy. We have reason to believe he might have had some kind of weird illness, or caught some kind of weird illness at the mines. He definitely looks like he could use the medical help, so please let us know if he shows up here or anything. If there's someone harassing you, you should get the police involved. This isn't any of my business. Duke's body. Body? I was under the impression he was just missing. No, he's definitely dead. I saw the footage. And I saw it for myself, in person. So did Big Bumbo. He's not missing. How the hell did that happen? Stella said it was those things in the woods. The ditchlings. They made him misfire. Ditchlings? Oh, I see. This was for one of your little videos, wasn't it? Reese, you should know better than to lend any credence to Stella's little cryptozoology stories. I don't doubt that something happened to him, but I'm sure there were no little ghouls involved. I've seen them, Mom. Outside my windows at night. They're real. You don't have to talk to me like I'm a kid. I might be sick, but I'm still capable of reason, okay? Are you sure they aren't just raccoons, or... Stop. Stop doubting everything I say. Stop trying to rewrite things I tell you to fit what you think should be true. There's weird shit going down in Scarlet Hollow. The more you talk, the less you feel like you're having a conversation, and the more you feel like you're treading on eggshells. Sick animals. I'm a doctor, not a vet. Didn't someone come in with a sick cow last week? Yes, but it's not like I examined the thing. I told them what I just told you and sent them on their way. You said it had lumps. Sure, it had lumps, but I assumed it was suffering from some cow disease. It's not something I've done much research on. I don't know how normal it is for a cow to be covered in lumps. Not very, and I'm not a vet nor a doctor. Doesn't that sound like ditchlings? Are no farm animals safe from their devious clutches? Dr. Kelly, in Stella's footage, it looked like there was something pupating inside of Duke's chickens. I bet those were the lumps on the cow. You really should have taken a look. You could have made discoveries previously unknown to the scientific world. Or I could have spread some new horrible disease to my chronically ill son. I'll leave these discoveries to someone else. Tension at the dinner table reaches breaking point. Alright, that's enough. Dr. Kelly is interrupted by Reese before she can finish her thought. So, we're talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Big Bumbo is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit down in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like it's ever gonna change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting any better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in some basement alone, just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends. Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it. I knew it. I knew this would be too much. Everyone, get out of my house. Please, just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I am his doctor. And his mother. I know you care about him. I know that. And he knows it too. But all any of you do is get in the way. So just leave. Please. Don't think I don't know something is up. Don't think we don't know something is up. We have stuff to do anyway. You seem fine before dinner. We'll get out of your way. What is the difference between saying don't think I and don't think we know something is up? I'm gonna say I because maybe saying I directs all of her hatred towards me. If I said we, then she's gonna see all of us as targets, right? Fine. Fine. Maybe a mistake, who knows? I don't care what you think. I just want you out so I can take care of my son. The three of you are rushed to the door. We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of a lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Something weird happened when I went to wash my hands at the clinic. It was like I was forced to try and break into the clinic. Did either of you get the impression that Dr. Kelly is scared of Reese? Yeah, I did actually. She never turned her back towards him. Is she afraid he's gonna kill her because he's so sick of her shit? You sure she wasn't just being overprotective? I don't think so. It kind of reminds me of the Gypsy Rose case, if any of you have heard of that. The real life, actual Gypsy Rose case, where her mother made her daughter think and believe that she was really, really ill. And turns out she was completely fine. And so in the end, her daughter ended up killing her mother. It was really weird. I'm sure that's all that's going on. And she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what it's like for both of them to go through. Yeah, but if she was just being protective, she'd have sat down between us and him. She had her back to the window. That's interesting. If anyone should be afraid of anyone in that house, Reese should be afraid of his mom. I think you're both reading into things too much. Dr. Kelly is good people. Stella, I don't think you're reading into things enough. She clearly is not good people. I'm just saying, maybe there's more to the dynamic than him just being sick. But it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Stella's right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. You can't help but feel like you're about to walk into a slasher movie. You run through a mental list of everyone who's joining you, trying to figure out if you can make it to the end. Who are you kidding? If anyone has a final girl energy, it's Stella or Kanika. What if the ghost isn't even a person, but a spectre of a Maya past? Oscar's house is right next to the town hall. Do your powers extend to the undead? Enter the library. Time for some spooks! Oh yeah, they have a cat here. I forgot about that cat. What's his name? Pixel. I think its name's Pixel. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadow deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Hey Oscar, you back yet? Shh! You can't yell in the library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Hey, you're just in time. Rosalina's situated in the back room. Alexis is going to keep her company while we hopefully get this thing sorted out. I'd love for her to be able to sleep in her own bed tonight. How's she doing? She's not quite as chipper as she was when she was on stronger meds, but she's still doing surprisingly well. Alexis has been by her side non-stop. She's been a really good friend. Rosalina and I are both lucky to have her right now. I'm glad she's back home at least, and that we'll be able to get her back into her real home in no time. I've come fully loaded. I got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video camera, solid flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, sharpies, and a paper for automatic writing, matches for candles, rituals. And you got your spectre-sniffing compatriot by your side too. This nose can sniff out any ne'er-do-well we might find, whether spirit or scoundrel. Thanks, Gretchen. Reading all that just reminded me of Phasmophobia and how I have not played that for a long time. I missed that game. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Stella, let's not be messing with Ouija boards, okay? That's kind of where I draw the line. Wow, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug-out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out and grab more stuff when things start getting spooky. I may have never found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Hey! Hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any of the creepy paranormal stuff? Avery! I'm glad you could make it. The more pairs of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. I love Avery. I'm so glad that they could be here on this part of the game. I genuinely am really happy. Sure thing. Always happy to offer a hand or two. Glad there'll be someone else with a level head in there tonight. Whoa, is that an EMF reader? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Spirit box, parabolic microphone. You all really covered your bases. Maybe I spoke too soon. You know me, Kanika. I'm level-headed as they come. Just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw a ghost, who am I to say they didn't? Exactly. I mean, you apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday, and that mine only collapsing again after 100 years while y'all were in there. I'm just saying, anything seems possible right now. This whole town is one big supernatural death trap. Those mines were chock full of ghosts. Last night was weird. I don't know what we saw. Nothing unexplainable. This town is a big supernatural death trap, is how it feels. I swear it's not usually like this. It's a really nice place to visit most of the time. Just not this week, apparently. Yeah, you can tell from all the shuttered storefronts and jaded residents. Maybe this place has been a metaphorical death trap for a long time, and it's just decided to be a little more obvious about it now. The leaves are really pretty this time of year, though. They sure are. See? It has its charms. Yo! Don't rush off ghost busting without Zane. No way I was gonna forget your promise, Stella. Oh yeah, we did say in the last episode that we take... Yeah, we did, didn't we? Damn, okay. I have to do a stoner voice. I don't think I'm mentally prepared for this. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. My oh my, this is certainly a lot of humans for one little old ghost hunt. I do hope this means my dear Stella will be safe this evening, and that whatever foul creatures lurk in the shadows choose to prey on someone else. Thank you, Gretchen. I hope my house is big enough to fit 6 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's through the back. Follow me. Hey, human! Kick ghost ass, okay? I missed my special treat. You got it, Pixel. I'm on the case. You and your companions grab some equipment from one of Stella's carefully stashed bug-out bags before heading towards the junction connecting Oscar's house and the library. So I guess Tabitha didn't show up. That's a little unfortunate. Wish she did. Would have been fun. Looks like the sun has almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! Oh, Rosalina. You're not doing this without me. If there's a ghost, I want to see it with my own eyes. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. I tried to stop her, but she's really convincing. Oh, hi Zane. What's up? Yo! Rosalina! You're seriously injured, let her come in with us, it's her house too. I don't want her to come in and then get hurt, or the ghost is like annoyed. I don't know. Exactly. You should just rest. We'll have this taken care of in a few hours. I've done enough resting, and it's not like hobbling around in the library is any different than hobbling around our house. I miss being there. I miss feeling home. Let the pup come. It's best to give her the chance to face her obstacles head on. Take it from an old soul like me. Thank you, Gretchen. You shouldn't be hobbling around at all. Just take it easy until you're more healed. I've got to learn how to walk around eventually. Might as well start while I'm still on pain meds. And our house is one story. It's not like I'm climbing Everest. She makes a compelling point, does this young one. The doctors did say I should encourage you to practice walking. Okay, you can come along, but if you get tired or if it starts to hurt, you need to let me know right away. Thanks, Dad. Now, let's get our house back. Yeah, that sounds good. You cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. It's just down the hall. Oscar and Kanika startle as the door swings open. Hey, Tavi! I'm so glad she came. Hold it. You're not taking my cousin along for any more of your little hijinks without me. Tabby! I can't believe you had the audacity to give me the slip earlier today, Big Bumbo. After I explicitly asked you not to. At least you did give me the courtesy of letting me know exactly where you'd be tonight, so I didn't have to waste my time looking for you. Wait, Big Bumbo, you invited her? Wow, Big Bumbo, you really brought the whole gang together today. I have every right to be here, Kanika. My family built this place, you know. Yes, I know. We all know, Big Bumbo. What made you think inviting her was a good idea? She's my cousin. She wants to make sure I don't get hurt. What, I like her. We're friends. I'm just placating her. Remain silent. We're friends. We're besties. What? Because I like Tabby, is that a bad thing? I see a lot of myself in her. Really? Sure, why not? We're friends now, I guess. Deal with it, bitch. Wow, Big Bumbo, do you have any idea how hard it is to get these two in the same room? This is amazing. Yes, amazing. That's the word for it. Sounds like we're in for an interesting night. I'm glad I didn't stay in the same town with people I went to high school with. No wonder small towns have so much drama. I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. Oh dear, Could someone please warm the air back up? My joints are creaking in this dreadful chill. But wait, is it me or does it suddenly feel cold? It sure does. I definitely feel that. Same. I've got chills. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder. But that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Oh, there's gonna be a ghost there, isn't there? Is that it? This isn't very scary. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I feel a presence. Yeah, Rosalina should have seen the ghost. I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up the shop in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Yola's so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. Feel a presence, come on ghost, to see some real action. Let's just have it. Or let's leave, rather. I feel a presence. Ooh, spooky. Whoa. Describe what you feel. Is it a coldness deep within you? Does it feel like someone's watching us? Big Bumbo, stop messing around. You don't feel anything. Yo, is it chill? If I were a ghost, I'd be mad chill. If you saw what I've seen, I don't think you'd be saying that. That's an interesting point, though. What if ghosts are usually friendly, and they're only terrifying because they don't know how to be anything else? Yeah, like, I know if I were a ghost, I'd just vibe. I would just vibe. But what if my vibes were bad, and I didn't know it? I shudder to think of the possibilities. What did you rope me into, Big Bumbo? Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. Oh yeah, that's a stain. That's a big stain on the ground. Big stain, huge stain. That feeling again. Like the mines. Like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house, though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Do you mean this massive blood stain? It stinks to high heaven! Thanks, Gretchen. Yeesh, that's gotta be tough to scrub out. Doesn't the county own this house? Do they know about the damaged carpet? Have you seen your house? I don't see how that's relevant. Weird. I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count, and it just keeps coming back. It's just a stain, Dad. Can we cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could be that the paranormal stuff will activate if we give it a reason to. Oh, good idea. I've never heard of a bleach-activated ghost before. You don't use bleach to clean a carpet, Tabitha. Whatever. How am I supposed to know that? Not everybody gets to learn how to clean things. Gosh. I think y'all are focusing too much on cleaning the stain and not enough of what it's made of, which is blood. Tearing up the carpet, are you sure it's scrubbed out? Yeah, it's made of blood. Or it's just a rusty pipe leaking all over the floor. I think that'd be a bigger problem than what Big Bumbo and Stella are suggesting. I don't know. Ghost blood sounds pretty intense. Have you all tried ripping up the carpet to see what's causing the stain? The government owns this house. There's no way I'm leaving a big red stain on their carpet. I made sure it was pristine every morning. Besides, I also kind of assumed it was ghost blood. Which it is. Don't worry, I'm sure they will just take you to court for neglect instead. Did it not occur to you that there could be a leaky pipe under the floor? What if there's something written under there? Only one way to be sure. Okay, she's just doing it. Okay, fine. Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Are we digging? Let me help. This is my area of expertise, after all. Thank you, Gretchen. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. We'll cover for you. You don't have to sweat it. Oh! Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it is stained reddish-brown. What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if Somebody lives down there. Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. A hatch! Nope, nope, nope. We're going down there, right? We're not going down there, right? A hatch. A hidden hatch. This is even better than finding a message. But there's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted, alright. You've got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. Why do I feel like opening this hatch is a really bad idea? But also, I kind of want to open the hatch. Still no readings though. None of the equipment has made a sound. Of course not. You all know last month was super rainy. It's clear that it's been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or a crawl space or whatever it is underneath that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the cork around the edge and leaked through the carpet. And it's red because North Carolina has red-ass dirt. It's simple as that. Alright, fair enough, that is good logic. But it's not mud, it's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Well, you tested it wrong. Oh, they're agreeing with each other. It can't be blood, right? Kanika's right. You've got a muddy floor, and that's why it's so cold in here. There's wet dirt under the house. Congratulations, we solved your ghost problem. No way. There's an old hatch in the floor that somebody tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we know what's down there. I'm with Stella. This is my room, and I need to know what's down there. Have you considered that they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh, do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. Zane's a smart guy, we don't give him enough credit. I'm going for it. And she opened. Okay, bad stuff, bad. Uh-oh. You come into Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that just feels wrong. It's stale, with an undercurrent of mold and earth. It makes you feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what oxygen is left. Oh, hi, Tabby. How did we end up back here? Where is everyone? Did we pass out again? Was there a gas leak in the basement or something? Some friend Stella turned out to be. She keeps ditching me. is fainting some kind of weird family thing. It was the ghost. Okay, what the hell is going on? Must be a gas leak. Is fainting a weird family thing? Is there a genetic condition I need to be worried about, Tabby? Not that I'm aware of. Nothing like this has happened before you got to town. Who knows what sort of nastiness is festering in that basement? Your cousin marches to the front door and opens it. What? Why does it look like Oscar's house is in front of us? Didn't we just leave? I must just be misremembering things. Let's go. No, you're right, there shouldn't be a door there. Clearly, whatever was in that basement is messing with our heads. We just left Oscar's house. The library has to be on the other side of that door. The two of you cross the hallway and open the door. This doesn't look like the library, Tabitha. Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drift on the breeze. And also, there's a demon creature in the background. Tabitha, please tell me I'm not the only one seeing the scratchy shadow in the distance. The scratchy shadow. Oh yeah, he does have scratchy hands. You're not. What the hell is that thing? Am I having a stroke? Are you having a stroke? Are we both having the same stroke at the same time? Do you see the creature behind the thorns? That's one of the bad omens Stella and I found in the woods. What? What bad omen? Ew. Oh, okay, great. This is so cool. Pinch Tabitha to see if you're dreaming. Call the cops. Did we die? I'm gonna pinch Tabby. You reach forward and pinch your cousin. Ow! Hey! What was that for? You suddenly remember you're supposed to pinch yourself to see if you're dreaming. Tabitha glares at you. There's got to be an exit somewhere. We just have to look. Wait. Do you hear music? Oh, hi. Hi, Stella. Hi, Gretchen. You guys don't look as good as you did a few minutes ago. You look a bit lifeless. A bit weird. Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadow rises to attention. Stella? Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Walk, walk, woof, bark. Huh? Holy shit, Stella, you scared me. Is this what ghost hunts are usually like? That's what Oscar said, the county owned this place. Holy shit, Stella, you scared me. Yeah, cut it out. Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore. Edwardine? Eddie? You've got to be kidding me. Play along. Alright, Edwardine. Can you show us the way out? Please? If you'd be so kind. Don't encourage her. Ew. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone. And you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here of all places. If you could, I don't think you understand what Father might do. Oh my, I wouldn't want to cross Father. I shall be away at once. Okay, what is this? Some kind of scene? Wow, great job, you got me. You can stop now. Arf, arf. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to the Western Front. And now, I'm the only Scarlet left besides Father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Shut up! Shut up! She can't. She's clearly possessed. This is getting old real fast. How do we snap her out of this? Still our ghost? Play along. I'm gonna play along. I'm more important than your responsibilities. Let's just try and find an exit or something. I've had enough. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. Let her go, Spirit. Let her go, please. I'll get you out of here, Stella, I promise. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. Come on. We must have taken the wrong door out of the annex. We're getting out of here before anything else happens. You have to go after Stella. Oh no, I'm not going back into that house. You need to hold my hand, Tabby. You're scared. Hold my hand, Tabby. I'm scared. We should hold hands for safety, not because either of us is scared. We should hold hands. It would be safer. Not because we're scared or anything, but because we're smart. Actually, that might be a good idea. But only because I don't want you getting separated from me. She takes your hand. It trembles slightly in yours. Let's go back, alright? The two of you turn back the way you came. Wait, where did the annex go? Let's just try the door. Let's turn back. Just open the door. Is there really big consequences for this? Like if I make a wrong choice? Let's turn back. Yeah, maybe. We just got turned around. Okay. The two of you turn around only to be met with the same door. Where's the annex? Where are we? Maybe if we turn 360 degrees instead of 180, let's try again. Sounds good. Nope. Okay, great. You both turn again, the door is even closer. Screw this. She storms up to the door and throws it open. Whoa! Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Oh yeah, there he is, look at him go. So nice to see you. Ugh, this place is gross. Are you kidding me? This is messed up. We need help. God, please let this call go through. That's not gonna work, Tabby. Tabitha anxiously taps her foot as she waits for her phone to connect. Hey, it's... What? No, it's Tabitha. Didn't you see the caller ID? Stop interrupting me. Can't you hear what I'm... Your cousin is cut off by the dial tone of a disconnected call. Great. She couldn't hear a word I said. Looks like we're on our own. Whoa! Hi! Rosalina? Yeah, this is totally normal. Normal things are happening here on this day. Junior, pack your things. Quickly, hurry. Jesus! Rosalina, you scared the shit out of me. Oh, hi Alexis. Maybe we should run him out on a rail too. Make an example of the whole family. You kids should have stayed in the library. I can't believe we're gonna have to rescue you again. Wait, there are multiple ghosts. Do you think it hurts them? I'm gonna play along. Seems like it'd be the best thing to do. Am I going to have to deal with you doing this all night? Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little time. They were only children too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. Oh. Do you have something to say? Do you know something? Tabby? Is this about the mines? Is this about us, our family doing something shitty? The old collapse. In the shore mine. Where we were last night. I shouldn't have to put this together for you. Don't listen to him, Charlie. Keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're going to be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? Maybe the ghost is trying to tell us something about the collapse. Maybe Charles Shaw wasn't the only one responsible. I'm going to keep playing along because I feel like if I miss a cue, maybe I'll miss out on seeing something happen. Mommy, I'm scared. Make the bad man go away. Don't play along, Big Bumbo. Trust me, boy, the coppers ain't coming here tonight. And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too, instead of lazing around in this big house. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out, unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. I mean, it's a play, right? It's putting on an act to show us something. And we've been called Charlie in both rooms, so we're probably the same person here as if we were there. If this is the play, then we're playing the ghost, back when it was still alive. This must be right after the Shaw mine collapse in 1918. Cool. It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones. Even better than these. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you. Alexis and Rosalina are whisked away, leaving you and Tabitha in the same empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. We're in hell. We both died and we're in hell. Okay, Tabitha, calm down. Are we supposed to be Charlie? Is Charlie the ghost? Who did you call on the phone earlier? Okay, let's put our heads together. What do we know? I assume we're supposed to be Charlie. Charles Shaw. Your guess is as good as mine. Okay, fair. Who did you call? Okay, I did not pick that one. What now? We know that we can't leave, and we know that we are not possessed, at least as far as we can tell. And whatever we saw in this room at least happened right after the Shaw mine collapse in 1918. I think the only option on the table for us right now is to keep doing what it wants us to do. Maybe it'll stop at some point and we'll figure out a way to escape. Who'd you call? A friend of the family. Not that it matters though, the call didn't go through, so we're on our own. So that's either going to be Janie, or Sybil, or Wayne, perhaps. There's so many ditchlings here. Yeah, there are. Those things are horrible. Wait, Tabitha knows what they are? No wonder you were such a mess when you came back on Monday. I thought Tabitha didn't know what the ditchlings were. I thought she thought I was kind of nuts. You're right. There's only one way to get to the end of this. Shall we? Yeah, let's get this over with. Onwards! You and Tabitha walk up to where the pounding door used to be and step into the void. Oh, so nice! You're outside, and it's night. A false moon looming massive in the painted sky. The night feels thick and warm. The insects lively. Their calls unnaturally tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. Ugh, what magic words do I have to say to get you to let us go? I'm sorry, okay? Whatever my family did to piss you off so much, I'm sorry. Hi, Kanika. You poor dear. I've been keeping track of you scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? What is this supposed to be? Play along. Dang, how'd you know I had the hots for Edwardine? Okay, gross. Stunning performance, by the way. I'm sure this is exactly how he sounded back in the day. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family, and what it did to the two of you young'uns. Childhood sweethearts, Just think of how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you'd want, isn't it? Edwardine and Charlie. Play along. Actually, all I want is to get out of this place. Do you have any ideas? That's all I want. What should I do? She said young'uns. So I guess we're talking to an old person. AKA someone who's been dead for a really, really long time. Stunning observation, Tabby. I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you. But it's not for lack of desire, as you well know. Are we talking to like Sybil or Sybil's mother or something? It's Enoch. Even if you were to drag her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were happy ever again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? Do you know about Enoch, Tabitha? Our great-great-grandfather. He was in charge of the mines when they collapsed. I don't know much besides that, so don't bother asking. Okay, why wouldn't I want to be like my parents? What do you even know about my parents? Why wouldn't I want to be like my parents? Ghost, spectre, ghoul? I think you know why. The powers at work here are stronger than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you can both go free. No more misfortune. Not for you. Not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. The guy on the bus called it the holler as well, right? No one else has called it that. Kanika mimes handing you something, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on the map. I don't trust whoever this lady is. She's got some kind of ulterior motive. Yeah, sure. If you say so. My street smart sense is they haven't steered me wrong so far. Agreed. Clearly this dude should have never taken whatever she just handed him. Anybody who did is a sucker. Also, Tabitha just using the word dude? Very interesting. That's where you'll find them. You need her there, and then read what I've written down. And be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. And then she's gone. Great. Tabitha sighs. Okay, let's find the way out. Unless you have any ideas, I don't think there's anything else we can do until we get to the end. Or until we die, whichever. Before the two of you can leave, a smell hits you. Sweating, suffocated flesh, with a tinge of the saccharine and stomach-churning scent of decay. Is it Wayne? Hi, Wayne! There you are. I would have found you sooner, but the resident clearly doesn't want me here. Whoa. It doesn't seem to have the same issue with these miserable little parasites. Ew. Bottom feeders always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they? Talk or run. I'ma save. And then I'ma talk. Nope. How did you get in here? Oh, hey, it's Tabitha's ex. Quick, Tabitha, let's team up against him. Hey, Wayne, you want to figure this out with us? Hey, Wayne. Don't talk to it. Let Big Bumbo speak. I'm no enemy. Don't listen to it either. What an unfortunate situation you've been dragged into, Big Bumbo. Why can't you do as I ask and stay out of trouble? But that girl won't let you, will she? Stella. Is that her name? Perhaps I should pay her a visit soon, if she makes it out alive. Tabitha bolts for the underbrush, desperately pulling you along. Stella. You either know something about Wayne that I don't, or you have a pretty interesting coping mechanism. Yes, Tabitha, tell me the truth. What is the deal with Wayne? You know something more than you're saying. That thing isn't Sam Wayne. Couldn't you smell it? Can we please just go and drop it? I don't want to spend another second thinking about what we just saw. Oh, hi, Oscar. Ew, that painting is so gross. The two of you step out from the brush and into a long wooden corridor lined by bottles and rails. Hi, God. It really does get you when they start popping up like that. Hi, Zane. A figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. Jeez. As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. Oscar lies in its center, looking pitifully small. Also, the shadow thing is right outside the window, and it looks gross! I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. And sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. So this is the dad, played by a dad. It's okay, I forgive you. This looks especially painful, like on an emotional level. Even if everyone else could understand what we were saying, I wonder if he can even hear us. Damn it, Junior, how many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damn snake Enoch went behind my back. Oh, what bullshit. Strike a nerve? Something on your mind? Dad, it's okay. Spiteful to the end, wasn't he? You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept that he's dug his own grave. That they may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. But still. They destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you pass on this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there and tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. I'm so confused. I don't know, maybe you are a murderer. It seems like to me like you killed yourself. Jeez. Alright, Dad, I won't let you down. And yet he does. Or it's likely neither of us wouldn't have even been born. Damn it, boy. I may not have till the morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back and at the very least show that Enoch bastard what for. I promise. Is does this decision actually matter? Me placating the spirit? I promise. Gross. You watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. This ghost is so full of it. Your cousin steps forward and disappears through the hole left in the bed, leaving you to follow. She's getting into this. She was initially very scared and now she's just pissed off and following the ghost around angrily. Follow her. Oh, look how big it is. Great. You find yourself pressed uncomfortably against a trellis. A small castle sits off to one side of the wall, and the bars of a prison loom over both all of it and all of you. Oh, hi! Climbing up the trellis again? How very Romeo and Juliet of you. No need to run off, I won't tell the old man. Though you've gotten sloppy, you should try to be more careful if you don't want him putting you in an early grave. I'll get you out of this, Avery, I promise. Okay, who's this? I'd like to see the old man try. No, not one of her brothers. I'm a prisoner. Another victim of the Scarlet's lies, like you, Charles Shaw. Tabitha, does our family have a history of locking folks up? Some sort of rich people dungeon. Charles was my father's name. I'm Charlie. I too hate Scarlets, except for the lovely Edwardine. Please do tell me of their secrets and lies. Sorry, Tabby. Don't go into acting, okay? Okay, look, there's no reason to be mean. Okay, I'm just trying to help. Trying to get us out of this. No reason to be a bitch. A mere generation makes no difference. His blood runs in your veins, does it not? And now, it runs in hers. Yes, it seems your little trysts bore fruit. And oh, will you ever be in trouble when the old man finds out? Tabitha's eyes go wide. I don't follow. Excuse me, that's private. Wait, I'm gonna be a daddy? I'm gonna be a daddy. Shh, let it talk. I think this might be important. You know, you don't have to keep dangling there. Come inside, you'll be able to hear me through the door just fine. Hi! Oh, this is like the door in our house. The world around you swirls and you and Tabitha find yourself pulled to the other side of the wall. A door bound by countless locks and chains pulsates before you. Tabitha, let's just leave the scene. I don't want to be here. Do you get what's going on here? Do you want me to let you out? I'm not messing with these locks. Do you want me to let you out? Stop talking. We might miss something. That's not what I invited you in for. I couldn't escape even with your help. I merely wanted to offer a warning. Leave town now. You can't tell me what to do. Wish I could. Why should I leave? Tell me, bitch. This guy has nobody to blame but himself. You hear that, Ghost? You were given every warning. You could have just left. You can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay and die. But if I were you, I would use my healthy legs to run as far away from Scarlet Hollow as possible. I hear the beaches are nice. Why don't you take a permanent vacation there? This mysterious figure has the right idea. I'm guessing he doesn't do that. I'd kill to go to the beach right now. Why should I trust you? Ah, you've been talking to the witch then? How very interesting. Oh, hi. Charlie, get away from the door. Don't listen to it. Stella. Eddie, what the hell is going on here? Eddie, I'm so happy to see you. Listen to whoever I dang well please. Eddie, what the hell's going on here? Edwina, or whatever your name was. Edwardine, help. How does it know that? This is too much. I just want to go home. Do you feel sick? I feel sick. Tell me everything. Why were you riveted to that conversation? Yeah, tell me everything, Tabitha. What's going on? What do you know that I don't? What are you not telling me? Charlie isn't related to us, if that's what you're asking. I know that much. I think. But I guess there were some family secrets I was never let in on. I was just surprised. Come on. The quicker we get through this, the quicker we'll be out of this ghost place, hopefully. You and Tabitha walk after Stella into the darkness. Oh, hi! This seems great. You and your cousin find yourself crouched under a table. Stella stays through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from ends of the table. Ugh, I don't know how, but this feels so much worse than the lost room. I can think of many reasons why this would feel worse, Tabby. Look at it. Yap, yap, yap. They're so lovely. You sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. I guess we're supposed to be kids now. It's a gift. Take it. I can't believe that ghost is making Stella humiliate herself like this by doing a baby voice. It's embarrassing. I'll try to keep it away from my brothers so they don't smash it, though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. Even possessed Stella's out here trying to monetize hobbies. We're nearing the end of things. Do we have a plan? Not in it for the money, the wooden dolls are a mean stepping stone for the real deal people. That's the plan, and maybe you can come with me and we can both avoid horrible things that are going to happen in this town. Come with me. I assume this is Edwardine and Charlie when they were kids. Traveling show. And you'd want me there too? Oh, could we go to towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. Again with the beach. I wish we could go back in time all those years ago and tell them all we know. Me too. Thank you, Charlie. I always wanted to see the ocean. There. Are you done now, Charlie? Can we leave? Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Tabitha can get in another word. Whoa, hi! Oh god, he is so much more detailed than he ever needed to be. Ah! Hi everyone! You all look great! Oh, Gretchen, no. Uh-oh. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. The trapdoor. Are we back in Rosalina's room? Do you think it's over? I'm opening it. Jesus. Do you think we're back? We must be. Which one of us are gonna open it? Why are you asking that? Are you too scared? Of course not. Oh, okay. Okay, it creaked open on its own. Wait, I wanted to save. Cool, I've saved. It creaked open all on its own. That's not disturbing at all. Oh god, this is much worse than opening it ourselves. You and Tabitha are shoved from behind and tumble through the hatch. Ow! Oh no, we're back here. I see. I see what's happening. It took some digging, but it's there. What's there? The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy together. That sucks. Eddie? Oh. Jeez. Oh god, I'm actually gonna be sick this time. Your cousin violently heaves into the void, but nothing comes up. There's nothing here. This place is completely empty. So Edwardine was a murderer. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. What the hell is that supposed to mean? So who was Edwardine in relation to us? Are we in hell? Maybe we're in purgatory. Enoch did, we can undo it. What does that mean? Who is Enoch again? I forget. Enoch died nearly 80 years ago. Does it matter what he did? Does it even matter if he framed Charles Shaw at this point? Who's left to be hurt by any of this? Whoa! Are we on trial? Ugh, what now? Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Are you talking to us? Tabitha's the one you want. I hadn't even stepped foot in this town until a couple of days ago. I really don't know what to say. Are you talking to us? Don't answer it. You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Are you kidding me? I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die, please. I've been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask for is some of your years. To pay for the years that were taken from me. What are you saying? My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. No, it's absolutely not fair. You've got to be kidding me. Neither of us had anything to do with what happened to you. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. One of you must forfeit. It doesn't matter which. Bullshit! And what happens if we refuse? Then, I will stay. I will stay until I get what I'm owed. I don't understand. You will live a shorter life, and I will finally be satisfied. I will have justice. I will finally die. I will leave this house at last. How much shorter? You aren't seriously entertaining this thing, are you? That isn't for you to know. Just as it wasn't for me to know. One day, sooner than you'd like, you will die. The sentence has been handed down. Make your choice. I hope I didn't come too late. Oh, hi, Sybil. Mom? All of you had better get out of here before the spirit regains its composure. Whoa! This is certainly a strong one, isn't it? Don't worry about the others, they're safe. I got your call, Tabitha, but it definitely wasn't easy getting down here. Get us out of this pit, Sybil! Tabitha, I don't think it's wise to leave something like this where anyone could stumble across it. Why is that my problem? It wants something, doesn't it? And I think you know which one of you should volunteer. You must be joking. You're the eldest cousin. You're the one who's actually lived in this town. It's only right. Absolutely not. We should just leave. I'm not giving in to the demands of some dead guy. I agree with Sybil. Tabitha, you should be the one to handle this. I'm not leaving before I put this thing to rest. Let's just leave. And with Tabitha, neither of us owe this ghost a damn thing. We're leaving. I'm not leaving until I put this thing to rest. You take a step towards the spotlight. As you move forward, you feel Tabitha's hand on your shoulder. Big Bumbo, what are you doing? Where are Oscar and Rosalina going to live if I don't do this? Is that what you're worried about? Good God, don't give up years of your life just for somebody's rental. I own properties. I can let them rent from me. I'll even throw in a discount. That's so good of you. What if somebody wanders into the annex and gets stuck in this labyrinth? Then we'll close up the library. It might just go away on its own. Who knows? Why give up something like years of your life to some ghost who might not even be telling the truth? I'm doing something you never had the guts to do for yourself. Our family ruined Charlie's life. We have a responsibility to make things right. Sybil is right here. Please don't do this. You wordlessly step into the spotlight. You feel it pressing in on all sides, cold and growing tighter by the second as the soil settles. Claw your way out. Your arms tear at the earth until they finally break through into the air. Look back behind you. As you gasp for breath, you take a look into the pit behind you. Charlie's mummified remains stare back up at you, sad and broken at the bottom of the pit. You're only able to maintain your gaze for a moment before the exhaustion overwhelms you. With the last of your strength, you hoist yourself up from the pit and collapse on the floor. You feel like death. No, 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 Big Bumbo, what happened to you? You look awful. It's done, Tabitha. If you have any regrets, keep them to yourself. You try and think of words to say, but you're still delirious from what happened, and you struggle to form coherent thoughts. Come along, Big Bumbo. Let's get you home. You quietly walk towards the stairs. Tabitha rushes to your side to give you a shoulder to lean on as you walk. You're outside. It's real this time. The cool breeze chills you deeper than it should, and you realize just how drained you feel. Your legs are heavier, harder to lift as you make your way down the steps of the library, your lungs wheezing as if you'd run a marathon. You can almost feel how pale your face has become, your lips dry and thin, your hands almost trembling with the effort of raising them to your face as you trace the new lines and furrows that have formed there. I'm gonna go wait by the car. Just let me know when you're ready to go home. Your cousin walks off before you get the chance to respond. I'm gonna peace out too. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. Have a good night, Zane. Zane walks off down the road. I'm so sorry I wasn't there for you earlier in the night. I had no idea what you all were planning to do. How were we supposed to know it would be like that? Things have been strange around town, sweetie. Now's not the time to be poking around in the supernatural. I thought you learned that lesson yesterday. But magic isn't real. I mean, it's not supposed to be. God, that hurt. Everything is so... Kanika stops mid-sentence as she realizes what's happened to you. What has happened to me? What's wrong? What do I look like? What'd I do? Did I make a bad... Oh my god. Big Bumbo, you poor thing. My bones weren't meant to bend like that. I'm gonna be hurting for a few days at least. And poor Rosalina. I'll make sure to bring them both some tea later. I think I have just the thing. Mom, this is no time for tea. Jesus, the girl's lost a leg. She needs real medication. Real medication comes from natural ingredients, doesn't it? What I have to offer is no different than what Dr. Kelly would prescribe. And besides, after all you've seen, are you really so sure that you have that much of a grasp on the real and unreal? Big Bumbo, did you? It's over. I'm so glad I could help. All that matters is Rosalina can go back sleeping in her own home. If you know what happened to my face, I give up years of my life for you to live here. I hope it's worth it. Just taking responsibility for something that should have been dealt with decades ago. Is our house safe? There's nothing there now. Big Bumbo took care of it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I had no idea. It had never been like that before. So that really happened then. The ghost did take away years of your life. I'm afraid so. Everything in this world has a price, and those years were unfortunately what it took to put that spirit to rest. Can't believe Tabitha let you do that. It's outrageous. If anyone should have paid a price to put that ghost to rest, it should have been her. You don't even live here. You're barely even a Scarlet. It's just so unfair. I agree. It is unfair, but I did my best to sway her, and what's done is done. There's no use dwelling on things. Kanika takes a deep breath and sighs. You know, Big Bumbo, the salt and pepper look is good on you. Maybe this isn't all that bad. Kanika. Sorry, just trying to be positive. Stella's way better at this. She okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost and she's standing off by herself. It'd be a normal reaction for anyone else who had just seen a ghost, but this is Stella we're talking about. Hey Stella, you okay? Hey Stella, want to hang out with the rest of the class? What? Oh. I'm okay. I'll see you guys later. She hurries off down the road. I think she took the brunt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? She's a strong girl. She's had to grapple with a lot of turmoil in her life. She can handle an evening like this. And nobody here should be rushing after anyone right now. That goes doubly for you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. You better not get any ideas either, Big Bumbo. You need time to recover. There was another carving in there. Was there? Pretty weird coincidence, right? Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit lost. Have you been finding carvings around town? This is news to me too. I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. I can't believe I let Rosalina go in there. How could I have been so careless? After everything she's been through in the last day, how could I have let this happen? You couldn't have known what was going to happen. None of us could have known. Don't blame yourself. You actually tried pretty hard to warn us. I ran into Wayne in one of those rooms. Yeah, don't blame yourself, Oscar, please. None of us could have known. I'd seen it before. I should have known it could get worse. I shouldn't have let Rosalina come with us. Dad, what did I tell you? Stop blaming yourself. You couldn't have stopped me. If you tried, I was just going to sneak in after you. Yeah, Rosalina was going to make us go in there no matter what. You didn't put a ghost in our house. This is not on you. I know you've both had a difficult time of this, but the storm has passed. Things will start getting better from here. I ran into Wayne, and he vaguely threatened Stella. What about that? Can we do something about that, please? Wait, are you serious? Should we be worried about her? He also crushed a ditchling with his bare hands. It was pretty scary. Pretty spooky. That's just another reason we should keep our distance. Stella's smart. Hopefully she'll be okay. There was someone else in there? But that's my house! Rosalina and I live there. Did he say anything else to you? We don't need to trouble Big Bumbo for any details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. We were conscious that whole time. Everyone glances at each other, though none of them technically gave any of their years away. You can see how exhausted they are, how unsettled. Yeah. It was awful. Kind of fun too, but mostly awful. I'm pretty sure we remember everything, at least up until Sybil showed up and snapped us out of it. What was it like, being puppeted? Sounds fun. They all glance away. It hurt. Why did I make the kids stay behind? I can't believe I let that happen to them. Dad, this might be the overwhelming pain and exhaustion talking, but shut up. I love you. You did nothing wrong, okay? She's the best. I had no idea what I was going to say until the words were already spilling out. It was like I had no control over myself. I remember each and everything I said. It's like it was burned into my memory. You poor souls. I can't begin to imagine what you've all been through. Do any of you know who you were supposed to be? No idea. The words just came out. There was no context, nothing. But there was a weird feeling, like an overwhelming guilt. I was so angry. I was mostly just scared. I didn't feel any of those things. I don't know how to describe it. I felt powerful. I was just cold. We should probably get going. It's starting to get really chilly, and there's still work to do to get Rosalina set up for the night. Don't be a stranger. Let us know if you need anything, Oscar. I will. Thank you. All of you. Again. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika, dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. Kanika wearily treks back to the general store. Before I go, Sybil places a hand on your arm, holding you back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight, and about what's happened to you, but let's not get into it here. I think everyone could use a little rest and relaxation right now, including you. If you swing by the tea room sometime tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat. I'll see you then, Big Bumbo. Sybil leaves you and catches up to her daughter. I guess it's just the two of us now. So you have no idea who you were? I could place most of the others. None whatsoever. But I remember everything I said, and I remember that cold feeling. A prisoner of the Scarlets. I wonder what your family was up to back then. I guess we can add it to the ever-growing pile of mysteries. What do you remember? As far as I know, all of it. I might start forgetting soon, but for now, it's all fresh. The twisting wasn't the most pleasant, but even though I felt like I got tossed in a blender, it honestly made me feel so alive. So you don't regret coming along tonight? I can't believe you're the one being apologetic right now. These bruises are temporary, you know? Look, that was a horrible experience that will stick with me for the rest of my days, but it was also kind of amazing for that. I don't know if that makes sense, but how many other people can say they were possessed by a ghost? I guess we finally got some shared trauma. Avery chuckles and then grabs their ribs, wincing. Yeah, I guess I do, huh? I know tonight was horrific. It was also thrilling, and knowing we all went through it together makes it a bit easier. There are people to commiserate with tomorrow morning, when the soreness really starts to set in. Which reminds me, I better get back home. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning, but I might have to call in sick. Here's hoping a good night's sleep is enough to heal me up. And, I hope you feel better soon. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Avery heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. Time to wrap things up here. Go back to the estate. As soon as you get into the car, the exhaustion of the night's events overwhelms you. The ache in your bones becomes a dull throb as your body sinks into the seat and your eyelids pull shut as if weighted by lead sheets. We're back. Do you need me to carry you inside? Did I dream that I gave up years of my life to get rid of a ghost? That would be really nice, actually. It hurts to be alive. I'll just say I feel awful. You look awful. Now come on, let's get you to bed. You're back inside. The chill of the night breeze is a little better here, but your legs are numb with exhaustion. Well, we're back. I have to imagine you want to get to bed. Do you think Stella's okay? She wandered off back there. I'm worried about her. She's a pest. And like all pests, she has an uncanny way of bouncing back from things. She'll be fine. You should be far more concerned with your own well-being right now. How did you know to call Sybil? Who else should I have called? The cops? I believe you've seen their competence on full display. Besides, I'm sure you've heard that old woman talk. If anyone in this town would have known how to deal with a ghost, it would be her, right? Okay, I'm calling it here. You got to go to bed. You look like death. Damn it! Oh, I wanted to ask about Wayne. Piss. You find yourself unable to object. Don't keep poking around looking for trouble. You just have to make it to the funeral. 4 more days, that's all, and then the bus comes. You can't tell me what to do. You know, I don't have to leave the holler. And then we never have to see each other again. I'll do my best. I'd like to stay in touch when this is all done. We've both got plenty of time to think that over. Anyway, good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Time to go to bed. What a day. I feel like I've aged 10 years. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. Before your thoughts can drift away to nightmarish recollections of hours past, your phone buzzes on the nightstand. Hey, sorry I ran off earlier. Wound up in a really bad headspace. I care about you so much. I'm so sorry you got hurt in there. Just need some time to get a handle on things. Sorry. I want to call her and tell her I'm fine. Go straight to voicemail. Damn it! I'm sorry I want to let that ghost hurt you. Take all the time you need. I'm sorry. I'm here if you need me. I thought proving ghosts were real would be exciting for you. We don't have time. The ditchlings are still out there. Get a grip, Stella. You're not the one who got turned old by a ghost. Leave her on red. Jeez. I'm here if you need me. You put your phone back on the nightstand. It's Wednesday night, my dudes. Nearly half of the week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest, at the expense of unknown years of your life. The spectre of the night's events will linger over you every day you have left, a grim reminder of the price you willingly paid for the crimes of the family you never met. Maybe it'll be a little easier in the morning. Maybe your joints will ache just a little bit less than they do now. Maybe you can still right the capsized ship of your now broken life. Or maybe things will only get worse from here. This is the end of episode 3. Thank you so much for playing. We hope to have episode 4 released before the end of the year. Huh. That was a really strange episode. Strange in that I'm just left wondering what the hell is going to happen next and how we even got here. Why am I now old? Don't think I didn't forget how Tabitha really didn't try to stop me. She was just like, oh no, don't do that. Don't give up your life. Save mine. Please. But that was Scarlet Hollow episode 3. Please let me know what you thought in the comments. I'm very, very curious for all your theories on what you think is going to happen next. And let me know if I missed anything, because when I get into these kinds of visual novel type games, I'm more focused on trying to enunciate properly and read the damn thing correctly, that I miss nuances and a little bit of story information here or there. But I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope I can see you again for episode 4 at the end of the year. But that's it for now, so thank you so much for watching again, and if you fancy it, please subscribe so you see more videos from me. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one, whatever that might be. Bye bye.